At the Bitner Winery, south of Caldwell, owner Ron Bitner not only knows wine, he's one of the foremost authorities on bees in the Northwest.
They make just a tiny little hole, and then they go down about 6 inches, and then they'll gather pollen and lay the egg on it, and then they come up and cover it. But there was just hundreds of them here. And I never used to have them until I planted this plant 5 or 6 years ago now.
At the edge of his vineyard, he's planted these flower beds designed to build bee diversity and build bee populations. The Department of Ag released reports saying that parasites and disease have threatened bee populations and that increased genetic diversity is needed in bee colonies. These flower beds will help with that, and also helping are 2 exchange students staying at the vineyard, and both very interested in bee research.
A lot more research needs to be done on the mites and maybe how they transfer to native populations as well, because although people are worried about the commercial pollinators, you're forgetting about the pollinators that are out there that pollinate native plants and are really important for crops as extra pollinators for crops, and they might be affected by the mites as well.
I just want a good experience. I kind of want to bring some of the things I've learned here back to Ireland, back to my studies, that kind of thing. You do a lot of kind of lab-based research here, so we don't really get that much opportunity in Ireland.
An estimated 1/3 of all food and beverages in the U.S. comes from bee pollination. Canyon County is one of the most important counties in the U.S. because most of the nation's seed crops come from here. A decline in bee colonies puts a lot of pressure on ag. Alfalfa that powers the state dairy industry is pollinated by bees. Bitner Vineyards and the young researchers are working to find answers to bee mortality. For the Voice of Idaho Agriculture, I'm Jake Putnam.